Alright guys, welcome back. We just did maintenance on this thing yesterday. This is a 2013 Husqvarna MZT61. Lori mowed with it for hours. Pulled it up here to take a break, get some water. Click, click, won't do anything. So I'm out here next day trying to troubleshoot this thing, figure out what's wrong with it. It was difficult to find. I'm an electrician by nature. That's what I do every day, and this was hard to figure out. So, multimeter, Leland, you hold that. We've got 13.35 volts on the battery. One thing that makes these hard to find, whether it's a safety switch, is that this switch, say the seat switch, is normally closed all the time. I got continuity on the blades of this switch until I press down, and then it opens. Older tractors and stuff, you could put a jumper wire in there and boom, you're good. But that's really hard to troubleshoot by yourself. So when they got home, I was able to get somebody on the seat. Actually, none of the switches were stuck. Right here is the solenoid. So what I was measuring by myself, hitting the key, I was only getting about 3 or 4 volts here, nothing here. I measured the voltage on these. I measured continuity on these that pull in the solenoid, and they worked fine. When I hit the key, they was good. So my fuse up here, my 20 amp fuse, it was fine. So Leland, hop up there. I hope your butt's big enough to make the switch. Alright, Junior, hit the key like you're trying to start it. I'm on a ground and the solenoid coming in to the starter. Go ahead.
Don't start it, just put it on the...
No, try to start it.
Try to start it.
Okay, that's what we're getting, no voltage. Go ahead, hit it again. This is on the outgoing side of the solenoid. Alright, turn it off. I don't know if your butt's big enough to make it the seat switch, because anyway, what I was getting on the incoming side of the solenoid was 4 volts DC. Whenever I was measuring the battery and hitting the start switch, it was pulling it from 13 down to about 9. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, I got a dead cell, but the battery's only a year old. So I decided to take the starter out of the equation. And that's how we figured out this. I had Lori pull up here. I couldn't find a wire big enough, so I used a jumper cable straight from her positive battery cable to this end, and I couldn't get nothing on the starter lug. And it wouldn't click, it wouldn't do anything. So I'm going to the starter wire, got it deturned from the starter, and the ground on the starter. We're getting 13, go ahead, hold it. We're getting 12.6 volts straight to the starter. We got a bad starter because it's not doing anything. That clicking y'all are hearing is actually the solenoid clicking in and allowing voltage to pass. All right, Lori, watch. All right, I want you to show you how it's not a safety switch. I want you to pull in this handle and try to turn the key. It don't even try. The solenoid, it ain't clicking. So put these back. Now hit the key again. So we're getting our solenoid to pull in. Y'all can hear that clicking. Click, click, right down there. That's the guy doing that business. This. All right, now do your parking brake. Now hit the switch. Nothing. So there's a difference between not trying to start, which is what it's doing right now because our safety switch ain't happy. This solenoid ain't clicking. That'll help you in your troubleshooting to know whether or not it's a safety switch or we just got a bad starter. This clicking ain't happening. It ain't gonna move it to here. All right, pull your parking brake back up. Now stand up, hit the switch again. Well, it still works whether or not you off it or not. Okay, it's been a couple days. We got our starter in from the interweb. We're going to replace it today. We're going to start with a 13 millimeter, disconnect the battery. These are 12 millimeters. I'm going to try to get in here and let y'all see as much as I can, as possibly can. Stay out of your way, but it's not much to it. It's 2 bolts. And once you get the power wire off here, should be good to go. Found this starter from V Power Equipment. Come really nicely packaged. Only downside was it comes through USPS. Takes a little extra time, but very affordable, $124. It looks really close to factory. I think we're going to be in good shape. Got your 2 ground wires. Have another one that looks like on this lug. Just make sure you get those back on. Old one, new one. Everything looks the same except for this weird piece. So I'm hoping this is taking the place of that. It's a little odd. This one feels a lot more made than this one does. Well, this is heavier though. The casing looks like they're kind of put together the same. I don't know. We're gonna try it out. This keyway here looks a little different. Not even sure if that's gonna work. We'll check it out. I would assume that keyway keeps this thing from, I don't feel anything that it hits. Well, bolt holes will line up. We're gonna try it. While these are out of my way, I'm gonna go ahead and get that hot hooked up. find. This is a weird size. It's like an 11. I don't know where you ever find that. I don't hardly ever use this wrench. Okay, we'll get our battery hooked back up. Try it out, guys. Moment of truth. Imagine that. Same problem. Yeah, tried to turn it a little bit. Well, let's check the battery voltage. .6 volts. Oh, brother. Let's try this. Starter works. That's the old one. Back to the drawing board. This thing's trying to turn. This tensioner spring is moving when I hit the key. Interesting. It's almost like it physically can't start. May have a bearing issue. I ain't never seen a bearing lock up a motor. Okay guys, we had a little bit of a misdiagnosis on the starter. It did help me replacing it because I could actually get the motor to turn. The other starter wouldn't even turn it. So I dropped, try to get underneath here and show you, dropped this upper belt up there. It's got a, right in there, you put a 1/2 inch drive extension in that to get your tension off of it. I thought it might have been that pulley, the tensioner pulley, but it wasn't. It was the idler pulley that sits just to the right of it that was locked up. That's what's left of it. As soon as I took it out, this just fell apart. The bearings are supposed to be in there. There they are. They mangled themselves, welded that pulley. And I think that's, I think looking back, I should have done that, checked that first, because there was a lot of things that happened at once. Lori said the belt was smoking and then something shot out from underneath the deck, and she ended up finding it. It was a piece of metal, like a piece of fencing. I was thinking that had it wedged up, because when she had it sitting here in the shop, nothing was smoking. I looked underneath here, there wasn't no smoke coming from it. The motor was running, and so I sent her back mowing. Now I guess it was just sliding on that belt, so now I'm gonna have a belt issue. We'll address, but I'll see if we can just get some mowing done. This guy picked up at a local, just auto parts store. They had the exact same pulley. They carry a few lawnmower parts. I think it was a Napa, but this is better. I'm surprised it lasts as long as it did. I don't know. These are really only supposed to last like 3 years. There's not a manufacturer usually tell you that this will last, this sealed bearing, you can't lube it, will last more than 3 years. So I should have done some preventive maintenance. All right, Lori, give it a go. Okay, successful. It worked. I want to kind of run through what keeps this thing from starting and what doesn't. So, blades on. I'm sitting on it. Parking brakes on. Handles are out. It won't start. Don't even try. These handles up. Nothing. No clicks. Parking brake off. Nothing. No clicks. Off the seat. Parking brake on. Should fire up. Blades come on. Light back up. Shuts it off. If you're off the mower, blades will not run. Those will help you through some of your troubleshooting diagnostics. Thank you all for watching. Sorry for the misdiagnosis. For us, $124 later, we got a spare starter out of the deal. We're going to leave this one on here because the old one wouldn't even try to move the motor at all. So, like and subscribe if you want to see some more of our content. Thanks.